Here is the word of the Lord to you, ma'am. Sack your driver.
Sir, also pray for all these documents I have. I need a breakthrough with that contract.
I am just following the instruction the Lord told me to give you.
So, Dora, how did you enjoy our church service today?
Well, I took my documents as you advised me so that I could get a breakthrough with this contract. And lo and behold, I get a strange instruction from the pastor. Is that pastor actually a man of God?
Well, my pastor is actually a man of God, and once God speaks through him, I make sure I don't take it lightly. Because God said in 2 Chronicles 20:20, "Believe in God and so shall ye be established, and believe his prophets and so shall ye prosper." He told my husband not to travel by road when he wants to get the check for his contract. He said he should take a flight. And because I know that whatsoever he says comes to pass, I encouraged my husband to obey, even though we did not have enough money for the flight ticket.
And then what happened? Okay, if God did not want him to go by road, why did he not provide the flight ticket?
Well, we were patient with God, and he eventually provided the money for the flight ticket. He is a faithful God. You just have to be patient and trust in him.
So what happened when he got to that state by flight?
Well, on the day they were to give him the check, the chairman slumped on his chair and eventually died that day in the hospital.
So he did not get the check eventually? So what was the essence of his traveling there, spending all that money on the flight? Don't you think you are going to the extreme obeying the counsel of your pastor?
No, I don't think so. God said, "Believe his prophets and so shall ye prosper." My husband told the pastor what happened, and he said God had already showed him what that chairman was up to.
What was he up to?
He said that chairman took bribe from another person and wanted to divert my husband's check to that person, and so the Lord judged him there, and then he died on the spot. So you better get wise and do whatsoever the pastor instructed you.
Let God give me my contract breakthrough first.
The next day. Honey, I am just fed up that we spent all that money on the flight and still I have not got my check.
Me too. But at least you are alive, and the Lord has removed the person who tried to divert your money to someone else, away from the scene. So they would elect a new chairman, and you'll definitely get your check sometime in the near future. Supposing you were disobedient and went by land and you were killed? Would you be able to be here to talk now?
You are quite right, my wife. The pastor further said they were planning to kill me via the road journey because they concluded I don't have money for an air ticket because the petrol subsidy removal has skyrocketed the prices of the air flight tickets.
You see, some people are really evil, aren't they? So you better be wise and keep on obeying instructions the man of God gives you.
Yes, my dear. You are very right. 2 months later.
How are you, Jerry? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. How's work?
Fine. But wonders would never end.
What happened?
One of my colleagues was brutally murdered.
Oh my. That is terrible. How did that happen?
The details are horrible.
What happened?
The person who murdered her sliced her body to pieces and kept it in her fridge.
Oh my God. How could someone do such a thing?
This is the woe we are going through in the office now.
Honey, how was work today?
Fine. I bumped into my friend and we had lunch together. Honey, he told me really horrible stuff.
What did he say?
He said a colleague was brutally murdered and sliced into pieces and kept in her fridge.
That is very evil and disgusting. Oh my God, have mercy. There are so many evil people in this world.
You can say that again.
Honey, we need to be more prayerful.
We do.
I'll get you your food and call that my disobedient friend, Dora. It's been quite a while. Hello, Dora. Why is her phone not going through? I'll call her later. I need to tidy up this kitchen. Honey, I would need to visit Paula tomorrow. Is that okay with you?
Of course, you can. Say me well to her husband. The next day.
How are you, Paulette? I love your house.
Thank you, dear. We thank God. Nice to see you, my friend.
Have you seen Dora lately?
Haven't you heard the news?
What news?
She was brutally murdered and her sliced body pieces were cleverly kept in her fridge.
Really? Who did such an evil thing? I heard that evil news from my husband. So it was her.
Imagine. It was her driver.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That was the prophecy. So that is why the pastor said she should sack her driver.
Really? So she got that prophecy from the pastor?
Yes.
So why did she not sack that driver? Was that not foolishness of the highest order?
I warned her. She said after she gets her breakthrough.
And now she is dead. Can she do any contract now?
It's very painful.
Very, very painful.
Written by Taiye Gabriel.